Hello, this is Johnny Ford. First, I want to thank the people of the 3rd Congressional District for electing me as a delegate for President Barack Obama. You can be assured that I'm excited about going to the National Convention and voting for Barack Obama as the next President of the United States of America. However, I want the people of Tuskegee to elect me as mayor so that I can vote for him as mayor of Tuskegee, Alabama, so that I can remind the president that we want him to help Tuskegee move forward with the nation and also forward with Tuskegee, Alabama. In recent weeks, you've seen the present administration in Tuskegee, Alabama talk about progress that has been made in Tuskegee, announcing new businesses, announcing street improvements, announcing sidewalks and work at the airport and repairing the drainage problem that we have in downtown Tuskegee. This is good. This is nice. But the fact of the matter is, all of this progress is based upon the foundation that was laid by our administration, 2004 through 2008. All the projects that they are talking about are projects that were either the foundation was laid or the project started under our administration. I'm happy for the city to see the progress that's being made. I'm also honored and pleased that we laid the foundation for the progress that's being made in Tuskegee today. The mayor of this city now talks about inheriting a $12 million deficit. He talks about taxes not being paid. He talks about payroll deductions not being paid. All of these things were not the responsibility of the mayor. I would have been happy to make sure that they were taken care of. As a matter of fact, we did when I had the full authority as mayor before we hired a city manager. But all of the administrative challenges that he talks about, inheriting indebtedness, taxes not being paid, all of those responsibilities are the responsibility of the city manager. The city manager is responsible for all of that. The city manager is paid by the city of Tuskegee and is responsible for managing the financial matters of the city of Tuskegee. If the city manager has a problem, if he can't pay the taxes or if he can't pay the bills, whatever the problem is, then all he had to do was bring that to the attention of the city council. The council has the authority to either cut back or increase taxes or do whatever is necessary to correct any problem. But it is the city manager's responsibility to make sure that the Internal Revenue Service is paid, to make sure that the employees' insurance, to make sure all of those things are paid for and taken care of. Now, enough of the noise that this present administration is making about what they accomplished and what they inherited. Forget about all of that. Let's talk about the future. What will I do as mayor of the city of Tuskegee? First of all, I am pleased to have a working relationship with the President of the United States of America and to have an open line of communications with the White House of the United States of America so that we can make sure that Tuskegee gets its fair share, whether it's housing, whether it's economic development resources, whether it's resources from the Department of Agriculture, Health and Human Services. I know Washington. I deal with Washington on a daily basis as the founder and CEO of the World Conference of Mayors. So I can get things done and will get things done for our city. Let's talk about our priorities. Number one, let's get Victory Land reopened so that 2,000 people can go back to work. If we can get Victory Land open, and we will get it reopened again, it means that we can go down on the utility rates because that's why they went up on the utility rates. Number two, let's talk about getting a hospital here. Let's make it happen. Enough talk. People are losing their lives every day because we do not have a hospital. Only reason we do not have one is because of the lack of cooperation. Number 3, let's do something now about cleaning up this city, tearing down these old abandoned houses and buildings, putting something in these buildings in downtown. Let's talk about redeveloping downtown Tuskegee into a destination place, a place where people can come for entertainment, a historic center. Let's revitalize downtown Tuskegee. All of these old buildings, let's inform the property owners that they have 90 days to do something about it. If not, then they should be condemned. The city should take them over. Once the city owns them, then the city can make them available at no cost to anyone who wants to put a business in downtown Tuskegee. Let's talk about relocating the police department in downtown Tuskegee so we'll have a 24/7 presence. This town goes to sleep at night. This is Tuskegee, Alabama, the pride of the swift-growing South. We need to be open 24/7 so that people can get food and gasoline and services 24/7 in this city. Let's talk about industry, not just Victory Land, which created 2,000 jobs, but I'm the same person who was a legislator who worked hard and negotiated with the South Koreans to get an industry at Shorter, an industry that now employs more than 500 people. Those are the kinds of plants that we're talking about. It's nice to have an auto zone that's going to take money. We want something like an automobile plant that's going to create jobs and put money in the community. Let's talk about the industrial park, developing it into an industrial park and research park so that we can have diversified industry in the industrial park. Let's do something about Exit 38, which is as bare as a bone. When I was mayor the last time, we had 2 hotels ready to go. Turned that over to the administration, nothing happened. Zip. Now we want to develop Exit 38 just like Montgomery has developed East Chase, just like Auburn and Opelika developed Tiger Town. We can do the same thing through an economic development authority and develop our interstate. We will be in touch with Walmart and other national chains to get them interested in Tuskegee once again. Hotels and restaurants and all of those new businesses will benefit the city of Tuskegee because I had the foresight many years ago as a legislator to annex the interstate. The interstate is key to the financial and economic development of any major city that wants to move forward. You've got to take advantage of the interstate. Let's talk about the airport, extending the runway to 6,500 feet. Let's get instrument landing capability. Let's develop shuttle service between Tuskegee and Atlanta so that people can connect with the rest of the world. Let's talk about what we need to do in this city to make it safe. The police department, the fire department, the emergency medical service. But lastly, let's talk about the kind of mayor, the difference between me and the rest of the people running. First of all, you don't have to pay me. I don't want Tuskegee to give me anything. I want to give to Tuskegee. I have 40 years of experience. I have a master's degree in public administration. So the city couldn't afford to pay me if it tried to. The point is, I don't want any money. Instead, I just want the opportunity to serve my city. I want to give to Tuskegee. I want to work for Tuskegee. I want to use my skills and my talents. And it will not cost the taxpayers a penny because I love this city and I care about this city. So on August 28th, you think about electing someone who's going to be a working mayor, someone who's going to be a 24/7 mayor. When the lights are out at night or when the thunderstorms roll and when the tornadoes strike and danger is lurking, you'll have a mayor out there making sure that the workers have what they need to restore the lights and the water and to make sure that emergency situations are responded to. That's the kind of mayor that I want to be. Tuskegee is a great city. Tuskegee is a college town. That's why it is so important for us to reach out and embrace Tuskegee University. Tuskegee University is the pride of the swift-growing South. Tuskegee is the home of the Tuskegee Airmen. Tuskegee University is a great institution, and it can be made greater if the city of Tuskegee does its share in terms of making the community a community where the students and the faculty at Tuskegee University are comfortable, can shop, can live here, and can work here. Just like many of them now are living in Auburn and Montgomery, we want them to work and to live right here in this community. We are proud to be able to work with President Roshan, the president of this university, the chairman of the board, my good friend, General Charles Williams, the Student Government Association president, Antonia Minifield. We want to be able to work with all of them, the students and the faculty at Tuskegee University, and together, let's move forward. We want to support the university. I have a track record of supporting this university. I was the legislator who fought to make sure that Tuskegee University had state-related status rather than being treated like a private school. I was the legislator that fought for additional appropriations to Tuskegee University. I'm the legislator who stood for Tuskegee University at the state level. Now I would stand with Tuskegee University at the local level to make sure that our university continues to be the pride of the swift-growing South. And yes, the VA hospital, also a very important resource for us. We have got to take advantage of this VA hospital. We cannot stop until we make the VA hospital a National Historic Site, just like we have with the Tuskegee Airmen and the Tuskegee Institute National Historic Site. This can be done, and we will not stop. We will work with the Obama administration until we get this important designation for the VA hospital. Why? Because the VA hospital, as far as African Americans are concerned, is to medicine what the Tuskegee Airmen were to aviation. So we got a lot to be proud of here in Tuskegee. We have great problems, but we also have even greater opportunities for the future. That's why I run for mayor. I'm excited about the future, moving Tuskegee in the future. I'm looking forward to working with President Barack Obama in his effort to move the nation forward. And as your mayor, I want to work to move Tuskegee forward. Thank you.